Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is the 14th of September, which means we just got paid 2 days ago. It is Sunday and we have a fresh new budget for the new month. So I'm gonna just take you guys through where we are so far in our budget, and we're gonna just do a little bit of reflecting at the end and some more strategizing just so that we can get caught up to date on where we are with our money journeys. So we are at the goals page right now. As you guys can see, 3 out of the 4 were made, and the third one we are not going to pursue any longer. And now we are sort of sticking with the goal of refilling my emergency fund back up to $20,000 and then taking a vacation at the end of the year. So that is where we are with our goals, not necessarily too many money or figures based goals going forward, because we want to coast out the rest of this month and just not burn ourselves out. So now moving on to our bills for September, we did have a few to pay. So I did pay rent, which is $1,300 a month. And then I paid for groceries. So that was $71 even. And then I'm gonna have another payment coming up here in the next week. And then also I paid for my electric bill. And the electric bill this month was $61.74. So as I said, things are getting more expensive, so it's no longer gonna be under $50 since we moved to this new place. And it looks like it's kind of hovering around $60 to $61 every month, which is just our new normal. The savings, which is exciting because I was able to save $2,000 so far in September, and I'm expecting to save $500 more. So we can just add 2,000 here, which puts us right now at around 18,000. We did get some interest last month of $64, but again, I don't count that. So in our emergency fund in September, we did plus 2,000, right? And so now we are at $18,000. And I'm just leaving some space down here because we do expect some more here. And for our individual, we've done nothing, so we're not going to add anything to that. And then for our beans, this is where we are at. We are at 18,000, and I still want to bring this back up to 20. So that's it for our housekeeping part of this video. So now we can move right on into the actual numbers, which I can't believe we're already in September, you guys. Like, we are almost done with this year and it's flown by. So we are here, which means I just saved 2,000 when I got paid, and I'm expecting another payday on the 27th with the goal of saving 500. So let's see how that goes in the coming days, and let's get into our fresh budget. So as you guys can see, I have everything already listed out here. The only difference is that there's no debt left to budget for, and we have a good, healthy sinking funds amount already contributed, $2,000, which is crazy because our total budgeted expenses for this month is $2,544. So we're already in pretty good shape, having put most of our payment that we got into savings, and that is the ideal going forward. So that is basically what my goal is going forward. So let's see where we are so far in our budget. As you can see, I added the bills, and we have a little bit allocated towards beauty as well as grooming. So those are the big differences for this month's budget. The second difference is that my miscellaneous spending is back to 500. As you guys know, last month I put it down to 200 because of how much we were paying in debt. But because debt is over with, we are back to 500, and we are still under that amount. So that's great. I'm hoping to have a total actual expense this month lower than $25.44. So let's see if we can do that. So if you move over to our day-to-day spend and income tracker, on the 13th, I was paid $2,463.86. And of that, I put $2,000 towards savings, and then the rest was spent here. So as you guys can see, it's not in really particular order, but I did eat out sometimes. We had boba tea. I did pay for some Shake Shack We had a Whole Foods run, and then there was also a Patreon payment, which I count that as miscellaneous, even though it does occur monthly. I caved after working out one day and got some sweet green, $40. That was pretty expensive for 2 salads, but that's what it is. I had a dentist bill sneak up on me because I mentioned this last time, but I did have a checkup with my dentist last month, and I thought that my insurance covered all of it, and so I only had to pay $20 at that time, but they came back and said they wanted $100 more. So that's where that's coming from. And then I got some socks from Nordstrom and some sushi with my husband on the 1st of September, which was $35. So right now we're at a total miscellaneous spend of $304.97, which, to be fair, if this dentist bill did not sneak up on me, we would be at $202, right? So we would be well under the $500. So for right now, we have around $195.03 left of our budget for the next 2 weeks. And I think we can do it if I really just keep my spending under control. Also, for like beauty, I'm not gonna be spending $80 this month. Grooming is usually a little bit less than $80, so I really do think that we can make up for it if it does go over. But my biggest goal really is to stay within the $500 miscellaneous spend. I don't need to be spending $500 every month, right? So that's where we are with our budget so far. Thank you guys so much for being here. It was a very quick video. Nothing really crazy happened. There are some developments that I want to share with you guys towards the end of this month, should they happen. So stay tuned for that. And let me know in the comments how you guys are doing in September. Is it a better month so far than August was? Let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to interact with you guys all down there. And I will see you in the next video.